Alright everybody, welcome to layout update number 4. It's been about 4 months since I did one. Takes a while to get some of the stuff that I need to do this. Let's see, I've finally finished the rest of the foam. I still have some sculpting to do, but I have done some of the cliff side here where they've cut it out and it's layers. You can see I started painting. You can see some of the green foam yet where it's just the base coat. I need to put more paint into it to cover up all the green. But it's got good texture to it. I think it looks pretty realistic. That was the major thing I got done. I've glued the removable section to access the tunnel, and I have it off right now because I was cleaning the track. Tunnel portals are all finished and ready to be installed whenever I get a chance. I have the base down for the coal mine, which is sitting over there on the floor for now, out of the way. I still have all the crap from my log truck kit that I put together, which is almost finished. I've been working on that here and there. I still got the seat and the bumper and the third axle to put on yet, but that shouldn't take too long. As you can see, I've started taping the track off on the spurs and such. Right now, since I only am working on the cliff side at the moment, painting that, I haven't painted off the main track yet, so I can still run trains. But once I start doing that, no more train running until the ground cover is mostly finished around the track area at least. So most of the inside can be done without the track being taped. Same goes for most of the top of the mountain, but I might put a sheet over it just to make sure no glue gets on it from spraying. If I didn't show you in any of the other episodes, which I don't think I had them done at the time, I finally do have the concrete base done for the engine house, which sits right there. So that's like this. Only the inside is going to be, I think I'm going to go back over it with one more coat of paint, but it's going to be a lighter paint for the inside, just to simulate, concrete. Maybe blotch a little darker here and there for oil spills and whatnot. The outside is going to be gravel covered up to the building. I'm going to have sidewalks coming off the ends of it. Now the hole is there for the lighting. I do have a couple strip LED lights inside that to light it up. The lake, instead of painting all blue, I painted black, and I scraped off some of the black just a bit, just to show a little bit of blue through. Up against the edges, I'm going to paint it a little bit of a lighter. I'm going to see if I can get take some of the brown and put white in it to make like a real light tan, just to make it, so it's not so deep at the edges, so it doesn't just cut right off. It kind of has a sandy bottom to it. But then the middle is going to be the darker to make it look like it has more depth to it. That's a lot of the work I've done. I started a test piece here on the edge just to see how it would go, and it looks pretty good so far. I mean, it looks pretty like it'll turn out pretty good. I do have some parts of other projects on the table, an airsoft rifle I've been tearing apart and other stuff. That's a lot of what I've been doing with the foam. I have the hole cut out for the coal elevator. The gaps in the middle there, I'm actually stopped painting. I got to mix up a batch of the drywall, putty, mud, whatever you want to call it, and I'm going to fill in the holes, let that dry most of the way, and then sculpt, and then make the lines and make it match with the rest of it, and then I can paint over it. That way it looks like it blends together well. The edges that go up against over here don't fit up exactly perfect, so I'm taking some plaster cloth from Woodland Scenics and I'm going to make it so it all fits up against there nice and tight, so when I slide the removable piece out, it fits up there so you don't notice as much of a gap. I mean, when you make a removable piece, that's what you're kind of shooting for, is so no one looks at it and instantly says, oh, that's a removable piece, because there's huge gaps in it and whatnot right here or over your tunnel portal or whatever. It would just look kind of stupid like that. So I'm trying to make the seams as tight as possible when I get that. And I have, if you didn't notice, got a new engine. It's a little Bachmann DCC equipped 060 tank porter. So no tender on this little guy. I got it for 35 bucks, I think, on the internet, on eBay. So I got a really good deal on it, about half off the retail price, and it was brand new. The K4 unfortunately did break to disrepair. I cannot fix it, and the money it would cost me to finally fix everything that's wrong with it that finally broke on it is just not even worth fixing at the moment. So I took the cab off and took the engineers out of it and glued the engineers into this one, and I think it looks pretty good. They look good in there. I was thinking also about attaching a little cable rope, you know, from the bell back and the whistle back, just to make it look a little bit better. I mean, overall, it's really nicely detailed. Lights work good on it. I don't know if you can see because I do have my light on my phone right now to make things a little brighter, so you probably don't notice at the time, but they are. In the back, same thing. That's always lit up. I don't know if you can see that. But the cab did not have a light in it, so I was like, it was kind of dark in there, but focus it real quick. I had an idea. In the cab, there's a little clear plastic piece that the light at the bottom of the board goes, and it shines up through it, so it comes out back here looking like it does. So I had an idea. There was a black piece back in there that had the clear piece going up through it that came back to the headlight back here. So I took the cab off, took a small drill bit, drilled a hole back there in the black piece to make the light come out of the hole, so it looks like there's a light in the cab. Now it's not very bright because it does share with this back headlight here, and it's right, that black piece right there in the back of the cab you can see sticking up. That's what I drilled it in. It doesn't light it up very much, but just enough so you can see the engineers when you're looking at it. So it makes it a little bit better. I think I made a couple good improvements to it. So it hauls the 4 coal cars that are decent weight for HO scale actually really nicely. I was surprised by that. I wish I could get them down, but I do have everything up on the shelf right now, just because, for storage reasons. I did get this down just so I could run it for a second at the end of the video. On the end of my container cars up there, stack cars, I have painted the air tanks and the air lines and the brake wheel black, just to get a little contrast, because everything was just so yellow on those. So I thought, why not just paint those, make them look like, you know, they've been used, painted over, greasy, dirty, whatever you want to call it. So that's what I did. That's about it for now. The next one, I am hoping to have some more scenery done, and possibly even do a little tutorial on one of these corners, maybe, or maybe this little hill, this little rolling hill over here, just how I do my scenery, because I learned from someone else who had a couple YouTube videos on there, and it works really good. So I don't know if any of you guys know how to do it already, but I might explain how I do all that in a how-to video, just because I want to. And it's about all I have for today. Hopefully the next one, like I said, I hope I have a lot more ground cover down and details up to par, and just create more things. Like my crossing here, I'd like to get the mud out at some point and start making my crossing up to that. I think I'm going to make that stone too. I got the gravel, the little gravel I can put up to it. So I'm thinking about making that stone. The whole road is going to be stone. It's going to go over to the engine house there. It's going to split in the middle, and it's going to go. One's going to go to the mine, one's going to go over there. The logging scene is going to be at the base of the mountain here, so I might have a dirt path up through the woods coming onto the gravel road that goes off the layout. But that is about it, so I'll run this around the track a time or two, just to let you see how it runs and how quiet it is actually, and that would be about it. And just to mention, that is full speed right here. Alright guys, that's it. Please like, comment, subscribe. It'll get done at some point. I'm hoping to have it done before too long. Like I said, money sometimes, just gotta go with it. So whatever you have, you have. If you can't buy nothing, you can't buy nothing. So I'll see you next time.